offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined. I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open-minded.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Griffin on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
They'll run. It's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Broken tackle. And he gets it down to the 32. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up to make the tackle, Anthony Harris, former Viking.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, here's Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Thomas has got it, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On first down, Griffin. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. To throw is RG3. He'll buy some time right. That one caught. It's the rookie Dyami Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And Thomas has it. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this is caught by Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2. brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And I think the ball's out. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Sanders a 1st down, still going. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders as the 1st half is winding down, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Get off the field. Touchdown, Washington. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side.
That's all you got!
Touchdown, Washington.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
At the 42-yard line.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Ward to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they...
Hurts fumbles it. And does Washington have it? They do. And that, Charles, you would have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of them.
And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? Oh, wide open, complete, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Reagor,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Elliott now to have the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Again, powerful running. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, Gibson.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Griffin. They'll roll him out right.
He's got it to Gibson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Griffith.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They go play action. Griffith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Once more, Gibson.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Griffin.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Griffin.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Griffin rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin escaping the pressure right. Throw right side complete to Carter.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.